is it, the ultimate game in this college football season. Two teams that have battled through a long regular season, thrived in this 12-team playoff bracket, overcoming adversity along the way. And now, two teams battle for that gold championship trophy in the building here tonight. Which side will have their dreams come true? Good evening and welcome to Hard Rock Stadium in Miami, site of this year's national championship game. As we'll see the number 6 seed in this playoff, the Alabama Crimson Tide, taking on a squad from the Big 12, the Texas Tech Red Raiders. 3A Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler with Kirk Herbstreit, and this is it, this football season's ultimate game. Time to find out who's going to emerge as national champion. Here we go with the kickoff. This is it, the ultimate game in college football, national championship at stake. Doesn't bring the kick out, touchback. They'll start at the 25. So Alabama's offense comes onto the field for the first time today. And here we are, folks, the last two teams standing, battling for a national championship. It's been a long regular season. They have survived a punishing playoff run, and here we go. The trophy is in the building. Who's going to walk out of here with a lifelong memory?
Chris, one of the great things now that we're in this 12-team playoff format and in the national championship is we no longer have to debate who should be the champion. You have 12 teams. We've played it out. We're down to the best two teams. Now they get a chance to find out who, in fact, is the best and be crowned the national champion.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Off the play fake, looking to throw the football. Grab down the middle. It's Cuevas. They bring him down to the 38, but that's good enough for a first down.
This is why running the football is so important. You run the ball, and then you go play action. It affects the eyes of the safeties and the linebackers and frees up some space for the tight end to be able to pick up a nice gain.
From the shotgun, handoff inside. And they try the middle, but stuck for no gain.
Chris, textbook job by the defense surrounding the runner and preventing that play from being bounced to the outside.
And they'll run it out of the shotgun. Solid run, tackled at the 45-yard line.
Now, they didn't bust that for a big play, but it makes this third down coming up a little bit more manageable, and that certainly has a lot of value.
Back goes in motion now. Let's see how the defense adjusts. To throw, it's Simpson. And that pass is hauled in over the middle. To be brought down at the 46, good enough for a first down.
Well, I've always said I think this quarterback all year long has been able to be as consistent as any quarterback in the country. And when you get the third down, you've got to trust that he's going to make the right decision and throw an accurate ball to give you a chance at a first down. There's another example of it right there.
And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup.
Nice job here of controlling the line of scrimmage by this offensive line. The back does what he needs to do to get positive yards on first down.
They look to throw it here on second down. Caught over the middle. It's Horton. They bring him down, but that gain moves the ball all the way to the 31.
It's really good timing here between the quarterback and the receiver. And how about the receiver downfield? Does a nice job of finding that open space in the zone of the defense. And as a defense, you're just basically throwing your hands up in the air because they had that covered relatively well. Just a good play call and good execution.
Second down after that short completion. And it falls incomplete.
I'm a big fan of the RPO, but it is a dangerous play for the quarterback. You got to make the right decision. On this play, it just seemed like he was a little hesitant, unsure, and it cost him here with an incompletion.
Looking for the wideout. That one is incomplete. The defender was right there, and it brings up fourth down now.
Hey, it's an incompletion, but it's a nice job by the quarterback. I know it didn't pan out, but the most important thing is he didn't turn the football over, and he didn't take a sack. It'll give your kicker a chance to put some points on the board if they opt for the field goal here on fourth down. Now, I was watching this guy in pregame. He has got a strong leg. I'm surprised here he's able to put 3 points up here for the offense.
So after coming away with 3 in that drive, the kickoff team is out. And here's the return from inside the 5. Tackle at the 22. Good job by the coverage team. The Red Raiders offense makes their way onto the field for their first possession. Kirk, let's check the impact players in this game. Guys who have been leaders, guys who are being counted on to deliver today.
Well, these are the guys that both these teams rely on, as you said, to be able to make the plays. And more importantly, when it gets into that point in the game where you need to be able to have some leadership, these are the men who are going to have to step up and be able to provide that for each team.
Offense moving into a bunch formation. Motion now from the tight end. Using his legs. It's sticky.
It's a good, solid game. 5 or 6 yards. Love to see that from a running game.
The game makes it 2nd and medium. He hands it off from the gun. Breaks loose at the 40. They bring him down at the 44. That's a solid gain, getting closer to midfield now.
How about the offensive line here? Just a hat on a hat, opening up just enough room for the back to squeeze through there for a nice gain.
And that run is good for first down yardage. A new set of downs for this offense. Ball handed off. Nowhere to run. They'll corral him for no gain. And the player is down injured after that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check him out. 2nd down after that run on the previous play. Looking downfield, it's Morton. And it's incomplete on a very quick throw.
Man, Chris, I don't know if that was a bad read by the quarterback or a bad route by the receiver. They got to get this cleaned up before the next time they go through the air.
Challenging spot for the offense. It's 3rd down and long from the 45. Dropping back, they're going to throw for the first down. Quarterback looks to his right and finds his man. Brought to the turf, but made the first man miss on the way to the first down. And the Red Raiders keep the football on the move. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Running back grabs it on a screen. Defense surrounds him. Just a short gain on that completion.
You can see what the offense is trying to do here with this screenplay, but they avoid disaster by at least getting a few positive yards. The defense doing a great job of anticipating the screen here.
On the run, it's Joyner. They test the middle of the defense, but get nothing.
That back just had nowhere to go. Got to give credit to the defense and their run fits on that play.
They come to the line, a long way to go for the first down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. Nice grab. It's Douglas. Oh, and he heads out of bounds after a really nice gain there.
Well, it's 3rd down. The defense knows he's going to get the ball. You still can't stop the quarterback finding this receiver to be able to pick up another first down for this offense.
They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. Been a really productive drive, but the loss there now makes it 2nd and 12. Quarterback looking to pass here on 2nd down. Incomplete. There's a marker down in the backfield. Let's get the call. Will that holding penalty be a drive killer? What's the play call here on 2nd down for this offense? To throw, it's Morton. And this one is caught. They make the tackle, but not before a solid gain on that pass.
Well, I like how the quarterback used his eyes to move the defense and then came back and made an accurate throw there on the quick slant.
This will be the 10th play of the drive, but it's 3rd and long. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Looking for his big tight end. The ball is picked off. Could take it all the way. They finally tackle him, but what a tremendous play. The pick and then that return. Alabama's offense coming back onto the field. They're trying to build this lead here. Had to settle for 3 last time out.
Well, the defensive line does their job eating up those double teams, freeing up the backers to make the play.
Now it's 2nd down here. offense looking to throw the ball. Makes a quick catch. He's stopped, but he gets a first down.
Of all the receivers to lose track of, it's this guy, one of the best receivers in the entire country. Lucky that wasn't the score.
First down, looking to throw the ball. Second down play coming up for this offense. Keeps it on the draw.
Man, when your quarterback can run the football like this, it puts so much pressure on the defense. The defense coordinator spent all week preparing his unit to be able to stop this offense. But when this quarterback's able to pull it down and pick up yards like that, it's an extra headache for the defense to have to deal with.
Moves the ball to the 28. It'll be first down.
And you just continue to see the chemistry between these two. And they told us yesterday in our production meeting, they spent hours and hours of working and developing that chemistry and that rhythm by throwing together throughout those summer months. And man, it's starting to really pay off. He's become his security blanket for the quarterback, and especially on third down, get him the ball.
Short completion there. Second down coming up. Looking downfield, it's Simpson. Here's a throw underneath to the tight end. And he's shoved out of bounds with the defense short of the first down marker. Offense coming to the line. They might have a chance for a couple more plays before we reach the end of the quarter. Toss play to the outside. That's a good effort on the run, but the defense stops him just short of the marker. Fourth down now. So we'll start the second quarter here with a field goal attempt as they line up. So Alabama will take the lead into the quarter break here. We've reached the end of one in this battle for the national championship. Before moving on, let's check out the stats so far. All right, let's get back to the action. Getting closer to finding out who will be celebrating here tonight. Coach decides to go for it on this fourth down. Shotgun handoff here. Looks like Alabama will have the first down.
That's how you know an offensive coordinator really believes in the offensive line. You get to fourth down, you don't spread out a defense and try to create a one-on-one matchup and throw the ball. You go the old-fashioned way. You get behind that offensive line, get the yards you need, and you extend this drive with that first down.
Coming to the line on second down, this is important. They want to avoid a third and long. Play action fake, looking to throw. Pass ball is incomplete. There was a lot of contact. No penalty. Brings up third down. Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a first down. Drops back, needing a third down completion here. Caught near the goal line. Bring him down short of the goal line, but it's first and goal from the 2. Alabama's offense now lining up on first and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he muscles into the end zone. Touchdown, tied. They'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT.
Chris, we get so caught up in this era of the spread, of throwing the football, and the quarterback and the receivers. This is a great example of the value of having a running back that has a nose for the end zone and can take it in for a touchdown.
He's going to return it from near the goal line. And he stopped at the 20, trying to make something happen, but that's good coverage there. And the Texas Tech offense is back out on the field now. They had some good things going on the last drive, but it ended suddenly with the pick. Let's see what they can do here. Trying to find some room. It's Dickey.
Hey, it's a great job of this defense containing the running game. But if I'm calling the plays, I'm not abandoning the running game just yet. I think it's important to have some sense of balance. So throwing and running is essential. Stick with it.
It's intercepted. Tried to fire it into a tight window. The It's a short return. They bring him down to the 22, but this defense steps up, makes a big play. Excellent field position here for the offense. And the quarterback keeps it on the option. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there. Rough start to the drive. They lose 4. Makes it now 2nd down and 14. And the back now goes in motion. Scanning the field. It's Simpson. Finds a receiver in the middle of the field. They bring him down, but that play will set up a 1st and goal now at the 10. Alabama has now moved into the red zone. From the shotgun now, here's a handoff inside. So here comes 2nd down now. Every play important down here in the red zone. They'll try the ground game here with the running back. Nowhere to run up the middle. And they convert here on 3rd down in the red zone. This is a 4-point type of play, touchdown or field goal. Drops back, looking to throw for it on 3rd down. Looking to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
But what was the quarterback thinking here? You're inside the 10-yard line. You got a chance to put points up on the board. You can't just randomly throw the ball into coverage like this.
The kick is good. He knocked it right down the middle. And they add to their lead.
Well, they almost put a touchdown on the board, but instead they come away with 3 points.
And he'll bring it out from inside the 10. And he steps at it to reaching the 30. And the Texas Tech offense trots back out onto the field now. The last possession ended in an interception. Let's see if they continue to trust this quarterback in the passing game. Swarm with a pass rush. A sack.
Chris, that's on the offensive line right there. They definitely have to be feeling responsible because it's almost like you didn't protect your little brother back there.
Grab down the middle. It's Joyner. They bring him down at the 44. That's a solid gain, getting closer to midfield now. Drive stays alive with that completion for a 1st down. Back to throw. It's Morton. That's reeled in. It's Douglas. Receiver brought down after a short pitch and catch. Completion makes it 2nd and short. Takes the handoff. It's Joyner. Breaking free at the 35. Tackle made after a big play all the way to the 27.
There's nothing more that helps an offense than committing to that running game and popping an explosive run like this on the ground. Keeps the confidence of your offensive lineup. Same with your back. It helps everything else that you're doing as an offense in your rhythm. Now you can come back with some counters, try to take some shots off of play action, and keep hammering away with that run game.
Defense stops him, but that's a solid game.
It's a really good, solid run. I know it's not the flashiest big play, but it's important for your offense to be able to get yards like that on early downs. You stay ahead of the chains, and it opens up the playbook for the 2nd and 3rd down coming up.
So now it's 3rd and short from the 21 as this defense tries to make a stand and force a field goal attempt or a 4th down stop. Makes a quick grab. They make the stop, but it'll be 1st down from the 13.
Well, when you play zone defense on 3rd down and you don't get pressure from your defensive line, you're going to give a quarterback a lot of time to be able to find an open receiver and eventually get the 1st down. Not surprised at all that they're able to convert.
Brought down at the 5 after the catch. The offense really threatening now.
Love the timing here between the quarterback and his receiver. Pick up some positive yards, and I continue to be impressed with just the chemistry between these two.
Looking to throw it again. Pass caught. Can he get in? Touchdown, Texas Tech. They begin to fight back here in this championship game. Who says you need explosive plays, Kirk? That was a long, grinding scoring drive.
And think about this. This is a national championship, and you're able to execute like that against this quality of a defense, and that is a great job by the coordinator and the quarterback being in sync and putting together a heck of a drive.
Extra point makes it a 6-point game, 13-7. Got got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. Fielded in the end zone. It's Adams. Solid coverage there. They get him at the 15. That's where the offense will take over. Here comes the Alabama offense onto the field. Kept out of the end zone last time. Had to settle for a short field goal. Can they improve upon that here? They're going to run the option. Running with purpose. Defense all over the option play. Quarterback couldn't even get the pitch off. They lose 3 in that play, so now it's 2nd down and 13. Important play coming up. Receiver in motion now. QB keeper all the way. Running through the tackle. The ball carrier taken down, but there's a flag on the field. Solid gain on the play there, wiped out by the penalty flag. Getting set. Here's 2nd down. To the air. It's Simpson. It's a screen pass complete to the running back. Impressive spin there. He's tackled short of the 30, but that's good enough for a 1st down. Backs line up on either side of the quarterback. And now the handoff. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Offense getting set up. Here's 2nd down. Play action fake. Looking to throw. It's an out. The catch made. They bring him down, but the junior quarterback showing off the cannon. We've reached the 2-minute timeout. We'll see if the offense here can build on this lead before the break. Alabama getting set with a 1st and 10 now. It's a shotgun run call. Some hard. They can't get him to the ground. Finds room at the 30. They make the tackle, but that play moves it inside the red zone. This offense shows its explosive ability. One huge play. They're set up just inside the red zone now. And at 1st down, they go right back to him. And they tackle him, but a solid gain down to around the 5-yard line. The Tide offense line up here on 1st and goal. There's some pre-snap movement. Back in motion. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun, looking for a receiver. Moves out of the pocket. And the defense smothers him for no gain. And the offense will now quickly spend a timeout.
Well, defense does a nice job of pressuring the quarterback. I'll tell you what, that's a heck of an effort by this guy just to be able to get back close to the line of scrimmage.
Dropping back, it's Simpson. Pass rush closing in. Makes the catch. Tackled after the completion down at the 1-yard line. Offense stops the clock with their 2nd timeout to talk strategy. So nothing on the previous play sets up a 3rd and goal from the 1. On the ground, trying to power toward the goal line. Strong defense. They stop it right near the line of scrimmage. So now on 4th down, out comes the field goal unit. And a quick timeout call by the offense after the play. So they'll settle for a field goal attempt here. Knocks that one right down the middle.
And that one, my gosh, I mean, it's almost too easy. Nice kick.
So they settle for 3, and now the kickoff. We'll see if the opposing offense has enough time to answer before halftime. Fields it just outside the goal line. Solid job by the coverage team. They bring him down at the 16. And the Red Raiders offense is back out on the field now. We'd expect a prudent decision here, backed up near their own end zone. Just run the clock out and get to halftime. And for the first play of the drive, they'll set up at the 16. Fires it to the wideout. Finds a man downfield. That's a big gain to the right. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs. Here comes a 1st down pass attempt. Delivers quickly to the left side. Receiver makes the catch on a comeback route. The timeout is called to talk strategy. Close game here as we approach halftime. The offense comes back out there. Not much time left. Perhaps just time for a couple plays before the half. Lets it go quickly. Caught over the middle. It's Hudson. So a timeout is called to talk strategy. Maybe time for one or two more plays before halftime. Fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. Scanning the field. It's Morton. Lets it fly to the wideout. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Red Raiders.
This guy can do it all. We've seen him go behind coverage and make plays downfield. We can see him catch the ball underneath just like this. And when he catches a football, he is so dangerous after the catch. This one leads him into the end zone for the 6 points.
And they get set now to try the PAT. PAT is good. They still trail, though. So an important touchdown just before halftime. Not much time for the opposing offense to try to answer before the break. Bringing it out. It's Adams. Solid coverage there. They get him at the 15. That's where the offense will take over. Looks like they'll take a knee in the final play and head to halftime with the lead. Looks like the offense is content to run out the clock here and just take it to intermission. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update.
Chris, thanks. What else might we expect in a game of this magnitude? Everything on the line. The eyes of the sports world on this battle with the coveted gold trophy at stake. And how can we begin our analysis of that first half without singing the praises of one of the elite backs in football? Racking up huge numbers on the ground, even throwing the occasional block. This kid is the total package. And if this defense doesn't adjust its strategy, he could be headed towards a career day.
So no return on this one. Ball just bounces into the end zone for a touchback. And the Texas Tech offense is back out on the field now. Emphasis here on cutting down on turnovers, a couple of them in the first half, and that's why they're trailing. And they'll start the third quarter here on the ground. Breaks a tackle, he's got room. Softball brought down after a nice run.
Well, this is exactly where you find out what you're made of as a team. When you're trailing coming out of the half, how do you respond? Well, we know how this running back's going to respond. What a statement to get this second half started.
Second down after that run on the previous play. They'll go with the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. Tried to bounce it, but couldn't get the quarter. They'll stop him for a loss.
Things just appear to be a bit out of sync from the get-go on that one. Give credit to the front seven of that defense for staying in the proper lanes and getting to the ball carrier, not let him dance around and make something out of nothing.
Looking for his big tight end. The ball is loose. Ball scooped up by the defense. They bring him down, but a heads-up play to scoop up the fumble. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. The defense comes up huge in this championship game. Listen to the crowd.
How about that for this defense? I don't know about you. I might move this guy over to the offensive side. This guy picks up this fumble and shows you not only speed, but what to do with the football. Takes it all the way back for a touchdown.
And the extra point goes up and good. And the kickoff will bounce right through the end zone for a touchback. And the Texas Tech offense trots back out onto the field now. Receivers are bunched together. The offense with some pre-snap motion, and they'll keep it on the ground. Running back has the handoff.
Nice solid run here by this back. Did a nice job of just kind of finding that lane, pick up some positive yards there on 1st and 10.
To the air, it's Morton. Running out of time in the pocket. It's reeled in. It's Douglas. Tackle is made, just a short gain after the completion.
quarterback looks downfield to make this throw. He wants to be able to get the ball to be able to pick up enough yards for a first down, but instead, he gets the ball at least underneath to the drag route and gets some positive yards.
Third down. The offense desperately needs a conversion here, trailing in the third quarter. Grab down the middle. It's Douglas. Football comes out. Oh, and they pick it up. It's still a live ball. They bring him down, but a heads-up play to scoop up the fumble and make first down yardage. Hold on a second. The replay official has signaled that he wants to have another look at this play. So after taking a closer look, the officials are going to overturn that previous ruling on the field. The Red Raiders with 1st and 10 here. From the shotgun, it's a handoff. That's a nice tackle there by the senior.
Defense does a really nice job here of being able to contain that run game, held him just at 2 yards. Chris, to me, this changes the playbook a little bit now for the offense. The guy calling the plays at 2nd and 8, that's a different deal. Now he's got to probably thinking about going through the air instead of staying on the ground.
An important 3rd down attempt for this offense. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Looking for his big tight end. That's made on the right side. That's a big gain. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks, more than enough for a first down. And the Red Raiders are moving quickly down the field. Using his legs, it's Joyner. The gain is 4, so it's 2nd and 6.
Boy, it looked like the quarterback was caught in between. Should I hand it off? Should I pull it and make the throw? Ends up getting some positive yards, but I think they missed a chance for a bigger gain.
Looking to throw. It's Morton. Caught quickly. Not much after the catch, but it is good enough for a first down.
Just a good job of spreading the wealth, making sure everybody's getting their touches. When you do that, the defense can't lock in on one guy or 2 guys. Make them have to be aware of everybody, and allows you to continue to spread the ball around and spread the field, making it tougher for this defense.
Looks like a man is down on the field after the last play, so we'll take a timeout. A gain makes it 2nd and medium. Tight end goes in motion. And there's the handoff. He's got room to run. And they tackle him, but not before he picks up the first.
And that's a good, nice, crisp run for a first down. Don't forget, good blocking up front by the big fellas. And this running back, he just seems to have a nose for that first down marker. A few more runs like this, and he's going to be getting into a rhythm for sure.
And the long drive continues. The offense just grinding away here. And he's hit right as he throws it. Incomplete.
We finally see a changeup from this defense. It has been a long game for this defensive coordinator. A lot of touchdown passes. They finally find a way to affect the timing between the quarterback and his receivers by getting pressure.
Sideline catch made, but out of bounds short of the first down. Brought down, but the completion moves the ball to the 6. Defense getting pushed back.
And his defense is doing a really good job here. They're giving up some completions, but the important thing is they're making tackles and keeping this offense out of the end zone. Force him to be able to execute to get this touchdown.
Fighting for yardage, but the defense stops in just short of that first down marker. Offense choosing to go for it here on 4th down. Same tailback, another carry. Brought down just short of the end zone. It'll be 1st and goal from the 1. The Red Raiders will line up now. It's 1st and goal. There's some pre-snap movement in the backfield. They'll try to run it in on 1st and goal. And the running play gets stopped. They're going to mark it right at the 1.
It was an excellent effort by this defense, just staying in their run fits, holding their own at the line of scrimmage, and then making a tackle. Offense just couldn't get enough of a push to get any yards at all.
On the ground, trying to muscle it across the line. And he fights in for the score. Touchdown, Texas Tech. So a long, methodical scoring drive, great execution with championship pressure.
Man, this is the biggest stage that you can play on. You're in the national championship, and drives like that are going to wear down the opponent physically and mentally. This wasn't an accident. They were very intentional on how they worked their way down the field, and it pays off in the end.
And the extra point splits the uprights. Kickoff team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. And he'll just take a knee. Drive will start at the 25-yard line. Here comes the Crimson Tide offense onto the field. Off the play fake on first down. Gets rid of it on the move. Caught near the sticks. It's Cuevas. They stop him out at the 42. That's a solid gain, getting closer to midfield. So one play moves the ball to the 42-yard line. It'll be first down. And the motion by the back now forces the defense to adjust. Fires it to the wideout. Finds a man open on the right side downfield. They make the tackle there, but a penalty marker is on the field. Let's see what that's about. Now, instead of a nice gain, they're going backwards with that penalty call. First down here for this offense. Caught over the middle. It's Williams. They get him down quickly. Not much of a gain on that completion. Here's the second down play. Dropping back, it's Simpson. That one falls incomplete. Looking for a flag, doesn't get it. Brings up third down.
I mean, I get trying to get the football to this receiver. He's one of the most talented guys in the country. But with two guys bracketing him, I don't know why you would make that throw. Should have been intercepted.
Oh, the pass rush gets home.
Well, this is what happens when you get behind the chains, Chris. As people like to say, this is an obvious passing situation. It's really hard to bury things up and confuse the defense. This time, the defensive line just came right in, expecting the pass, and blew up the play.
Special teams on the field now. Here comes a punt. And we'll see what he can do on the return. He's got some daylight turning on the speed. And he's going to finally head out of bounds, but talk about flipping the field and setting up his offense in tremendous field position. And the Red Raiders offense is back out on the field now. The passing game was so effective in the last possession, right down for a touchdown. We'll see if the defense can make adjustments. Handoff here from the shotgun. Try to run it up the middle, but get nothing.
Chris, I think we all kind of get caught up in third down. What is an offense doing on third down? But I think what's also important is how well do you defend first down. If you can hold your opponents to a short gain or a tackle for a loss, you throw the offense out of whack, and their game plan gets much more challenging to try to come up with that first down.
And the Red Raiders are looking to take advantage of this red zone trip. He'll hand it off. Great cut. They whiff on him. They finally stop him, but that gain is good for a first and goal.
Boy, how about that play, Chris? That thing just opened up. The back shot through there with great acceleration. What a pickup there on first down.
The Red Raiders come to the line with first and goal. Keep it on the ground, trying to power in for the touchdown. Touchdown, Red Raiders! And that will give them the lead now.
Boy, Chris, how about the blocking on this touchdown run? The effort and execution combined with the vision of the running back, everything just working in concert together.
So they'll try to add to the lead now with a PAT. Extra point makes it a 5-point game. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. So it'll be a touchback, ball spotted at the 25. And the first play of the drive now from the 25. First play of the drive, he looks left for a completion. They bring down the receiver, but that's a nice gain on that play. Offense getting set. It's second down. From the shotgun, here's an inside give. He has first down yardage at the 46.
How about that offensive line? That's just getting a hat on a hat, opening just enough room for the back to be able to get through there for a big gain.
Quarterback still with the football. The junior able to bring him down quickly. Well, Kirk, Texas Tech has the lead here. We've reached the end of the third quarter in this national championship battle that has lived up to the hype. Before the final period, let's check out the game stats. Pretty good chance it's going to come down to the final possession. Which guy can step up and make plays as we head to the fourth quarter. Offense getting set for a second down here to begin the quarter. Quick pass, the catch is made. Defense reacts quickly, a very short gain on the play. Third down play, looking for a fresh set of downs. It's the wide receiver coming in motion now. Dropping back, it's Simpson. It's a short completion with the tight end. Tackle finally made at the 37. It'll be 1st and 10 from there.
That's another accurate throw by this quarterback. And Chris, when we did our prep to get ready for the national championship, we all knew that this quarterback potentially could have a big day. But I didn't expect him to get into this kind of zone. This guy cannot miss. Just having one of those dream performances.
Offense now behind the sticks on second down. They need 12 after that first down loss. Finds his man. It's Miller. Tackle made, but there's a flag down on the field. Costly holding penalty there. Backs him up 10 yards. Second down play coming up. From the shotgun, he's probing the secondary. Grab down the middle. It's Cuevas. And this one goes nowhere. Lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage. Seventh play of the drive coming up, but it is third down and long. Out of the gun now on third down. A deep shot to the left side. Oh, and he can't quite hold on. A great chance for their first interception here today. But it's going to bring up fourth down. The punt team making their way on the field. And he'll kick it away now for the second time. And the returner is brought down. And the Texas Tech offense is back out on the field now. And it's a bunch formation. Movement here from the tight end. There's the handoff. And the defense able to hold him there to a short gain.
Now I like the run play here. And offensively, at this point in the game, you want to remain in that attack mode first, while also staying in bounds and working that clock.
With the catch, it's Douglas. Defense makes the stop very close to a first down.
You know, these kind of routes are always great for receivers who do a really good job of yards after the catch situations. And they're easy completions for the quarterback.
They'll stop him at the 34. That will be a first down.
Here's a great example of a back knowing where he needed to go on this play, and he didn't mess around. Got between the tackles and earned every single yard.
On first down, they'll keep the running game churning.
You know, in the RPO game, the quarterback's got to make really sound decisions on that read. You either give it when it's the right time or you pull it out and make the throw. Here, I think he's kind of in that gray area, decides to hand it off, and at least picked up some positive yards.
And he picks up the first down before they get him to the ground.
I just continue to be in awe of this offense. Even with the lead, these guys are going to play for 60 minutes. They do not let up. Here they are. Typically, you'd want to run the football here to work the clock, but these guys stick to the game plan and keep throwing the football, trying to get more yards.
Good job bleeding the clock on this drive so far. They'll come up on a second down. Looking to throw. It's Morton. Quick throw over the middle. He makes the grab. They bring him down, but a nice play moves the football to the 31 and a first down.
Well, he continues to have time to throw the football, and he makes this defense pay for it. Now, they realized coming into this game they had to take away his ability to throw the football downfield, but it's the receivers and their plays after the catch that's really giving them a hard time.
Here comes a handoff. They tackle him. Looks like it's going to be just short of the marker, inches away.
That's exactly how you want to start this drive, working with a lead in the fourth quarter. Take as much time off this clock as possible. That's a great way to get this drive started.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. They stop him, but it's a first down.
That's going to be a first down, and really, Chris, kind of surprised here in the fourth quarter not to see this defense dial up some pressure. They're just sitting back in the base, making it relatively easy for the offense to pick up a first down on the ground.
He's brought down at the 6. The offense will have first and goal right there.
With that completion right there, this quarterback now has gone over 300 yards in this game. What a day.
For the offense, a chance to extend the lead, but more importantly, milk the clock here late in the game. Touchdown, Texas Tech. Still no answer for this offensive machine.
I think we're starting to kind of see a theme here, Chris, today. That's his second touchdown. The offensive line doing their job, and he's doing an outstanding job of just reading the defense, finding the hole, and being able to pick up big yards and touchdowns.
So they'll try to add to the lead now with a PAT. Extra point up and good, so the lead is 12 here in the fourth quarter. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. He thought about returning it, but instead takes a knee. It'll be a touchback, and they'll start at the 25. So here comes the Alabama offense back onto the field. The last drive, they came up empty, had to kick it away. Can they come up with something here? They try the middle, but gain nothing on that play. Some strong run defense there makes it 2nd and 10 now from the 25. Off the play fake, looking to pass it. Caught over the middle. It's Cuevas. They're finally able to stop him. The quarterback weighs the big man down. Not easy to do with that size difference. Important third down play coming up after that completion. Looking to pass. It's Simpson. Grab down the middle. It's Horton. The gain is good enough for a first down near the 38. Alabama comes up to the line quickly.
Hey, it's got to start somewhere. That's a nice conversion here on third down. You got a long way to go, but maybe a little momentum here. Let's see what they can do.
Spin move and still going. Muscles past the defender. All the way to the end zone. They couldn't catch it. Touchdown, Alabama. That was an enormous touchdown. They're still behind, but it's a one-possession game, national championship on the line.
Yeah, the offense did their job to make this thing interesting. Now their opponent. What will their opponent do? Are they going to try to kill clock? Are they going to just try to run the football? Are they going to get aggressive and throw and try to score themselves? Still, a lot can happen here in these closing minutes.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Winston. And it'll be tackled right at the 20. That's a good job by the coverage team. Well, the Texas Tech offense trots back out onto the field now. This game just got tighter. The temptation might be to sit on this lead, but we'll see how aggressive they get. Leaning on the run game here late. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain.
Just good job here on this stop, but remember the ball is inbounds and the clock keeps moving here late in the game and you're trailing. As a defense, you got to start thinking about utilizing those timeouts. You got all three to use. At what point are you going to start putting those into play?
Keep it on the ground. There's the handoff. Zero running room. Stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Looks like a player is down injured at that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check it out. Now here comes the bunch formation. Back to pass. It's Morton. The sure hands. It's Douglas. And he runs out of bounds. That's a big gainer there.
Well, I love the call here by the offensive coordinator. Has the lead in the fourth quarter. It's third down. Instead of running, you throw it. Take a chance of a potential incompletion, but instead you trust your quarterback. Completion, first down, fresh set of downs, and you continue to work that clock.
And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible.
Yeah, I like this call here late in the game like this with the lead. Nothing too fancy, just right up the middle. Trust that offensive line and this running back and just keep working that clock.
Second down after that run on the previous play. They'll run it from the gun. And they'll get the first down yards before they finally bring them down. And now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. And the Red Raiders are on the move here. Shotgun formation. Here's an inside give. They get him down, but that's a solid gain. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible. Sixth play of the drive coming up. Keeping it on the ground here. The Red Raiders pick up enough yardage to get a first down. And a player is down injured after that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check him out. How aggressive will they be on this first down play? They'll hand it off. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Well, I don't think the offensive line gave the back much of a chance at all. Now, give credit to the defense. It was almost like they were anticipating a run and got up close to the line of scrimmage in a hurry.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout. The defense desperate to get the football back, trailing here late. A national championship right in front of them if the offense can keep the football away here. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. And the defense brings him down.
What a job to bounce back by this offense. They get all the yardage back that they lost on this run and more. Now they're back on track with a very manageable third and short.
Running play called on third and short. Did not get there, and now it's going to bring out fourth down and 1.
Well, that's an excellent effort here by this defense, staying in their run fits. They holding their own at the line and making the tackle. The offense just couldn't get enough of a push to get anything going there.
offense will call a timeout. Something the coach didn't like about this. Crucial play coming up. So on 4th down, here comes a crucial field goal attempt. And it sails right through the middle of the uprights. Solid kick.
Snap, the hold, the kick, everything there perfect to put 3 points up here for the offense.
Following the field goal, the kickoff team is out there now. Bringing it out, it's Adams. Here's the first play of the drive now, backed up at the 15. Motion by the back, defense better adjust. Takes the catch, it's Portland. And the defense swarms, not much of a gain on that completion. And now they'll just clock it. And it comes down to this in the national championship. Close game, final minutes. Can this quarterback step up and make a winning play? Grab behind the line, it's Miller. The defense swarms to make a tackle for loss on that 3rd down catch. Trying for a 4th down completion. Caught over the middle, it's Williams. It's a nice gain. We'll move the football up to the 27. Tackle is made, but the junior quarterback shows off his arm strength that time. That's it. It's official. We have our national champions. We're the last team standing at the top of the mountain, Kirk. National champions.
Well, it's been so much fun to watch this team play all year long. They've had some challenging moments. They've been able to overcome them. And how fitting, a close game in the national championship. They come through one more time. And as you say, they hold the trophy. They are the national champions of the year.
And that's going to do it as we crown another national champion and punctuate a wild, exciting season of college football. For Kirk Herbstreit and our entire crew behind the scenes, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football. They are officially your kings of college football and national champions, the Texas Tech Red Raiders.